Tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Who is this? Who is this?
I made it through the wilderness.
What?
Somehow I made it through.
Jimmy lost his virginity at 13?
He did.
What?
And to celebrate that, we're dancing into Like a Virgin. Dan's request, but that was a very good request.
I know, because I just wanted the song anyway, because I'm the biggest Madonna fan. And then I was like, how do we incorporate Madonna into like today's
And
show?
here we did. Nino figured
Found
it
the
out.
connection.
Nino
And then-
figured it out.
I know, and then Nino remembered that Jimmy lost his virginity when he was 13.
13, y'all.
Insanity, man. That's young.
Like a virgin,
That's
no
young.
more. It's
No
gone.
more. It's
It's off.
gone. Bye. Well, anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. This is another episode of Grandfathered. I'm your host, Annika Michelle, and with me are my wonderful co-hosts.
Perfect. Oh, you've got me again, Dan Babic. So you can find me on Instagram at Dan Babic. That's DanBabic. And I'm very excited to say as well, I'm now on Twitter. I took a bit of a break.
Twitter!
Hallelujah. Like, as we know, because we all love Oprah. Hallelujah. So I'm on Twitter, and you can find me at Twitter at DanBabic_, because someone stole at Dan Babic, so we had to chuck an underscore in there, but that's okay.
That's okay.
Once again, guys, it's your boy Nino, and you can find me at Nino Llanera on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And look, I'm matching with Dan today. We got blazers on.
You did. I didn't get that memo clearly,
Sorry.
but it's okay.
We're channeling our inner John Stamos.
It's okay. I like it. I like
You'll be
it.
impressed. I think we've even
I
given
think so. I
John
hope
Stamos
so.
a run for his money tonight.
Yeah. I mean,
know.
he's looking at y'all right now. He's taking some
Sup,
fashion tips right now.
I know.
This episode was called
Guys night.
Guys Night, woohoo! And there was a lot of Guys Night going on.
There's a lot of guys night going on. Yes, definitely.
What'd you think? Let's start with what'd you think, and then we'll break it down.
I had a good time with this episode. This was more information than ever in the other two episodes. So I was like, oh, this is kind of dragging. Wow. But there was so much going on. I think that's why it was so long for me in my head. There was so much information from Ponyboy and Sushi
Yes.
to how Jimmy got his bartender and his backstory on how he started. I liked it. I had a good time.
It was.
I'm going to take a different direction, guys.
And it's okay.
And it's all right. You know, I love the show. Still thought it was a good episode. But I felt the plot didn't progress enough. So I think I need a relationship. I think that's what it is. I think because everyone's single and
Yeah.
we're kind of just seeing, you know, like a little bit of a romance starting to, you know, begin with Jimmy and Sarah, kind of. You're seeing hints of it.
I see
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
But
definitely.
like, I need love. I need someone to put it in already. Like, I'm at that stage. Like, I am all
He
about the love.
needs it directly.
I need a bit of action. They're all talking about, you know, their past, you know, sex encounterments and all of that. I don't want to talk about it. I want to see it. So I need a bit of love. So next week, that's what I'm hoping for.
It needs to open up hot and heavy next week. Is what I'm
Okay.
trying to say.
I know. Even
Dan,
do like a
hilarious.
flashback with like Jimmy and like
Yeah.
Sarah. But I just
Big
need to-
hair. From
I just
the
need to see
80s.
something. What about you? What did you think?
I liked it. I thought there was like funny moments. I really liked the male bonding, and I for some reason just the opening scene when them playing games like seriously cracked me up because
pretty funny.
Jimmy's just sitting there like, oh my god, what the hell did I get myself into, and what am I doing? But you can tell he's still kind of happy to be there with them.
Right.
And they're playing. I don't know what this game is called. Charades, not charades, but
I'm not sure exactly what the card game is called, but they were trying to figure out clues, and he was trying to give clues to find out what's on the card.
yeah. And him and Gerald, when they were partnered up, they got none right.
No, except, oh no, actually,
No, they
right
got
at all,
none.
right? Yeah.
None.
They
Yeah.
got none. They got 0. This is the saddest thing. And then when Gerald and his mom played, they were like on a roll, like 100%. Yeah.
It's like they were still connected to the
Yeah.
to the umbilical cord.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that's a bit weird? Like, do you think that's a bit like, you know, a bit too close for comfort? Like, it's obviously great to have a relationship with your mum and be very close with her, but they're just a bit, I think, just a bit too close.
They're really close.
Would that
They
bother
are.
you if somebody you were dating was that close to your mom?
I'm a mama's
Their
boy.
mom.
I'm a mama's boy.
Okay.
But I'm not that close with my mom.
Right.
I love my mom.
Right.
Shout out to you, mom. Thank
Everyone
you
loves their mom, of
yeah,
course.
Thank you
yeah.
for everything. Also to you, Dad, because I'm pretty sure you're going to ask me why I didn't say your name. But I do think it's a little awkward that he's in his like late 20s.
Yeah,
almost
mid-20s.
Yeah, mid-20s. And he's like, he has movie nights with his mom.
Friday nights.
Every Friday.
Like, don't you want to be out?
Yeah, when I was his age, and that was only a couple years ago,
Right.
it was like, I was out at the club, I was having a good time.
Yeah.
I was with my friends, I was socializing. But I wasn't at home like Netflix and chilling with my mom.
Right.
But I do kind of love like the way, the kind of bit of role reversal with Jimmy and Gerald, because Jimmy's like, oh my god, you're so annoying, you're so embarrassing, like
Yeah.
just bring it down a notch, play it cool. And it's usually like you're like, I even know, like I'm, you know, we're usually the ones that are, you know, embarrassed by our parents.
Yeah,
And we're like,
they're sad,
Dad,
right?
don't
Yeah.
say that, like you're so embarrassing.
Yeah.
But it's like the exact opposite. Jimmy's just like, you were just not cool enough, man.
This is so true.
And that's why he takes him out, because he's like, do you know what? I need to make him cool, I need to make him hip, and it's just such a funny kind of little thing that we get to see on the show.
I like that though, because I feel like it matches. I mean, not to say that Gerald's not a cool person, because he is in real life, but you totally can tell, like, John Stamos still has that like swagger, has that
yeah.
you know, charm, and so
He's
like,
an OG.
oh
Yeah.
man, he's like, he knows what's up. So I like that, and I like you said, that the role reversal. I think it makes it really interesting in the show.
Definitely, I think so too.
But I have to say, I think in some ways, maybe if it wasn't a Friday night, but I do like feel in some ways it's like kind of cute that he's close to his mom, because not a lot of guys pay attention to their mom, and like, you know,
Right.
they say like, watch how they treat the mom is how they're going to treat you, kind of thing. But at the same time, he's 25 and it's Friday night, and he's every week watching a movie with his mom.
That one line when he was like, I just don't like when our toes touch or feet
Right.
touch. And I'm just like, yeah, I wouldn't like that either.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure you wish those were Venice's toes.
Yeah.
I think we're talking about it next week. I think it's going to be a really cool show, because I think that Gerald has a lot to learn from Jimmy, because
yeah.
he needs to cool it. Like, he's 25, it's about having fun, and then Jimmy kind of needs to own up and be a bit more of a role model, and be a bit more of a father figure, and show a bit more love, because we saw this week Jimmy has a hard time expressing how he really thinks.
He does.
Exactly.
He does.
He
and what
always
is it? Was it
tries
like
to
a
get peppermill. He
Peppermill,
always
yeah,
tries
yeah.
to get distractions.
Right, it's a hard shell to break. But
Yeah.
it broke a little bit in this
It
episode.
did. It did.
did, yes.
A couple times. Well, they were bonding, as we know. They were
Right.
partying and taking shots and
I want some bourbon.
tap dancing, because
Yeah.
like, you know.
Definitely. Well, alcohol's always the icebreaker. I was like,
Right.
cool, get the tequila in, get the $300 bottle bourbon, and then
Yeah.
we'll see a nice time. We'll see the real
Exactly.
feeling.
And then
starting
they
to show,
started
yeah.
tap dancing in the penthouse. That cracked me up too. Because
Yes.
is that what you guys do at guys' night? I
Not
don't
really,
know.
but okay, that's fine.
That's what I do with my guys' nights, but my
Right.
guys' nights are quite feminine. So, you know, we definitely do a bit of tap dancing,
A little
bit
ballet.
of,
Okay.
you
a bit of
know?
ballet,
Yeah.
a bit of Zumba as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Oh, he's a little bit of Zumba as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
But super cute. Like, I love, it was so cool to see, like, you know, John kind of opening up and kind of
Right.
saying, you know, I did love your mum. But he kind of did admit that he was scared of falling in love.
Of course.
Which is cool, because we finally started to see him break, because when you are vulnerable, then you are more open to love.
This is true.
So I was like, perfect.
Look at this relationship advice
know.
over here.
I know, once again, making Oprah proud. Amazing.
She's watching, I'm telling you. She's watching.
What did you think about that moment? Did you like, was that was my favorite part? What was your favorite part?
My favorite part?
Yeah, yeah.
I had a few. I think I had like, I enjoyed watching him dance, because I think that was just so comical. And you guys know, if you guys know, John Stamos did a bunch of Broadway shows,
Yes,
and so he
yes.
can dance. He's, you know, gone on with the Beach Boys. He was Jesse and the Rippers. So like, the man knows how to move. He's Greek. It's
I
in
didn't
your
even know
blood.
that about him. I didn't even know he was a Broadway star.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He was in Chicago,
he
was
was
that
in
correct?
Chicago.
Yeah.
He was in Cabaret, and then he was in Bye Bye Birdie a few years ago.
It's crazy. The man can sing.
Which
the
I
man can
may or
dance.
may not have seen a few years ago on Broadway.
There we go. So now he's a Broadway star as well. Just something
Yeah.
else that makes John Stamos even more flawless.
Yeah.
Stop
yeah.
being so cool,
Like,
man.
is there anything he can't do? Honestly, the guy has tour. He's a musician. He plays like tons of instruments, sings, dances, acts. Like, geez, man. Like, what? Like, there's
Probably have him
nothing
on the
left.
show, and he'll be like taking over the show.
Yeah, there's
just go
just
ahead.
hosting. That's the next
Just
thing,
take
you
it.
know.
Done. But yeah, so your favorite moment, because I obviously love when, you know, we broke him up a little bit and we kind of saw
Right.
more of him. What was your favorite part of the show?
I liked when they, honestly, I'm going back to this just because it truly cracked me up. I literally rewinded and watched the game part again, because the guy was getting so like, what the hell am I into?
Oh, the beginning.
Yeah,
part.
the
Yeah.
beginning part. And I also like their bonding moments of them kind of going crazy and taking shots. But I would have to say it's probably a heartfelt moment in the end when Gerald is like puking in the toilet.
Right, and his
And then
dad is right
his
there
dad's
beside
right
him.
there, and then Gerald's like, "You can leave. It's okay," because he's a, what did he say? I'm a sensitive puker, sensitive puker.
Something like that. I wrote that down somewhere over
Where
here.
like if he watches, and I'm like that, because if I
Yeah.
see someone, I'm done. I don't care what is going on. If I'm not sick, I'm gonna be sick. And so I thought that was very sweet and kind of showed like their relationship growing to the next level, and he called him dad.
He did, and Jimmy was okay with it.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because he said, leave it to my memory to remember this. He goes, that's the first time you call me dad. And Gerald's like, yeah, I think so. It's not the first time, guys.
That's the first time he
acknowledged.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's the first time it actually meant something.
Right.
There we go. We're getting so deep. But what did we not like? Because I like to go there as well. Because obviously there's no show that's perfect and there are obviously room for improvement. Was there anything that people did not like on tonight's show?
That's a really good question, actually. I'm trying to think. I kind of enjoyed every part. Was there something I didn't like that Vanessa didn't see the video?
I know.
Damn it.
I don't think he deserves to see the video, actually. I think Gerald is actually above her.
Oh,
I think he would do better than her because he doesn't, she doesn't really see how special he is.
No,
and I wasn't the biggest Gerald fan. I kind of thought, oh, you're a dork, bit quirky, a bit awkward, and like, oh, I like on point people. I like Stamos' character.
Yeah.
I'm all about being on point and looking fabulous. So Gerald was a bit of a to me, but I actually saw tonight when he saw the video, I thought, he's actually very talented, and he's a very sweet and sensitive guy.
Right.
And I am Team Gerald now.
Okay.
Flick off Vanessa. She doesn't deserve you. He's got so much talent, and I think he's got so much to give, and he's got such an open, big heart. So, Vanessa, if you don't want a slice of that pie, then you're not getting a slice of that pie. So it's like if you're not willing to accept me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. So Gerald, get rid of Vanessa. Don't like the next.
We need to start a hashtag
There
for his
you go.
relationship advice.
I know,
For the
this
show.
is
I know. I'm
insane.
just a relationship guru.
Gerald, get rid of Vanessa.
But if she did see it, what do you think her reaction would be?
I think she would. I think she's not dumb. I think this girl knows, and I think secretly that she obviously kind of likes him back. Is why she's spending so much time with his family.
Right.
Like spending time with him is one thing. Why are you hanging out with his mom and his dad? Mm-hmm. I was gonna say stepdad, but that's not the case.
Yeah,
but
right.
his dad.
Yeah.
And like, like if you don't like the guy, you would literally just drop off the kid. It's your turn to watch her. Okay, bye. All right, here's a diaper bag. I gotta go. But then like, you kind of see glimpses that not that she doesn't like him, but she's not like serious about him because she talks about she's going out with this guy named Jorge.
Wait, what was that text that Jorge sent? Was it cucumber?
2 cucumbers and a yogurt.
And yogurt? That's never a good thing.
But I think you're seriously onto something. With the whole relationship thing, I think you're dead set onto something. But I think what's happening with her, I'm literally turning into a relationship guru. But I dead set think what's happening with her is she isn't ready to settle down.
No,
because
Right.
she's young, she's this young mum, and obviously Gerald, he is a family guy. He's kind of an old soul. So if she kind of got with Gerald, her life would kind of end, and she doesn't want to lose that young part of herself because she still goes out, she gets pissed, she goes out on the town, she has fun, she's dancing. So I think that's the only thing holding her back. So hopefully, not hopefully, because I do think that Gerald could do better than her, but I do want to see more of her and more substance from her.
Right.
Because it's all a little bit frivolous at the moment, and the only thing we've kind of seen from her with any depth is that she wants to create a YouTube channel.
Right, she has some sort of goals. But
But like, we need to know a bit more. We want to see a bit more of her.
Right.
Yeah.
And when they were both telling the goodnight story to Edie, and
That was funny.
he was like, you're gonna be the president, and she's like, you're gonna be a princess, and he's gonna have those side abs, and he's gonna be an athlete and an MMA fighter.
Super
and
shallow
like,
everything.
You know what I mean? It's like, and then Gerald is like, no, he's gonna be brunette, and they're talking about each other, obviously, but like,
He's gonna like
just
3D
right
art.
then you can tell what her type is, and it's not Gerald physically.
Yeah.
So
Emotionally, looks like she's still attached somehow.
right. I mean, maybe because of the kid, maybe
right.
she doesn't want the kid to grow up without a dad. I'm not sure, but I think that there's something more there because she's spending so much time with the family.
Right.
But that is a good question to pose. Like, is like emotion, like an emotional attraction, enough? Because as we said, physically, who she's attracted to is not what Gerald looks like. So I just wanted to kind of pose the questions to you guys. Do you think that emotional attraction is enough in a relationship?
Just no physical attraction?
No, if you've got no physical attraction.
That's hard.
It's really. I think it's possible. It's
hard.
But it's hard. It's hard work. I mean, I wonder. I really wonder what the fans of the show think as well too. But I mean, you always have to have some sort of attraction, some way, somehow, to even just try to talk to somebody. So you could be attracted to the way they laugh, the way like the conversations that they speak. But I'm pretty sure physical attraction has to be there just a little bit. I feel honestly, I feel that there has to be some sort of small physical attraction. To have a bond with them and to continue the bond with them.
Because you're gonna be with them, hopefully, if it's the one, the rest of your life. So you want to be like.
Exactly, but I mean, I don't know. Love trumps everything.
This is true.
So like tomorrow, I could fall in love with somebody who I'm not physically attracted to at all.
Yeah.
But I'm like, your persona and your personality is amazing.
Yeah.
Here's
this is
the
true.
ring.
Here it is. I'm down on my knee.
How
That's
impressive
not
is that for a guy in LA to say that? See, there is
But that is not happening tomorrow.
tomorrow.
In case you're watching.
Sometime, maybe. You never know.
Maybe when I'm old myself and don't look too great, then it doesn't matter what you look like. I'll go for it. Yeah.
How about you? Do you think?
I'm very superficial. I know it's bad.
I love how
He's
honest
the one
you are,
that asked
though,
the
but it's like-
question,
I know.
though.
I really am. Like I've tried. I've totally
I've
tried to
tried.
go
It's
there,
hard.
and it is hard. And it's just like, because I mean, like I've had animals before where I'm like, oh, it's an ugly cat, but I just love it. Like you kind of accept it. You're like, oh, look at you. You're atrocious. You're disgusting. But
my God.
I'll love you because no one else will. But I mean, that's an animal. I mean, bad. But like, if you're gonna spend the rest of your life with someone,
Yeah. You want that
I want to
physical.
lie on over and be like, oh, you look great. You're hot.
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
want to be like, you're cute on the inside.
Yeah.
Like I do with my animals. So
But see, the best part about all this is
Yeah.
that it's honesty.
it is just
There's a whole
being
bunch of
true.
honesty.
Totally, just
and
be
I think
real,
that's,
yeah.
Right, and I think that's what Jimmy needs to break
To-
through out of all this is just bring in the honesty.
Yeah.
And everything should,
And stop
come to light.
trying to distract conversations with,
with
pepper
mills.
mills.
Right.
But speaking of Gerald and Vanessa, he did make a little drone movie that he tried to play for her, obviously.
Yes.
Which, first of all, like, even Jimmy was like, "What? Oh God, this is so embarrassing. What are you doing on the side of her garage? Like, what are we? Why are we here in the middle of the night? Like, you're out of your mind." And like, he just like, it's like pictures of them, and then baby Edie come in, and then like all of them with like a family, and da da da. And then Gerald's drunk and is like trying to tell him he loves her, and they put him in the car. Like, no, we're not doing this right now. Okay, first of all, 2 questions here. One, if someone made you a drone movie, would that like, oh my God, that's so sweet? And 2, second part of that question is, do you think, wait, answer the first part and then I'll ask the second because it's,
I'll be super flattered. Like, you made me a whole movie, put it on the side of my garage, and it's animated.
right,
You know what I
with
mean?
my face on it.
Right, to confess your love to me. Oh, you get some brownie points. I'll take you out to dinner. Maybe
Dinner.
more. No, I'm just playing.
I'm kind of semi for it. Like I think that's the most beautiful thing ever. But if it's someone I don't like and he's obsessed with me and
Right.
I'm not obsessed with them back, I'm thinking
It's
this
just
person
awkward.
is crazy town. Get them away from me.
Obsession's the different story. You're
Yeah,
right.
obsession. Like, because we don't know. Maybe Vanessa's thinking, Gerald, like, you're literally obsessed with me. Like,
Right.
back off. But if I did love someone and they made me that, that's like the best thing ever. Like,
Yeah.
done. Let's done. Let's go to city court or whatever you guys call it in America. Let's put a ring on it. We're married
Yeah.
for life. What about you? What do you think about that?
Same thing. I think it's,
Yeah.
but I feel like those kind of things, I shouldn't say that, but I always feel like they always come from the person you don't want it to come from.
Always. Every
yeah.
single
So
time.
like it's
yeah.
never like the one I'm like, hello, like why is it not coming from the one you want it to come from? Like why? But anyways,
It's always like, I was like, I just love a Valentine, I've never had a Valentine, then I get a Valentine,
But it's not from the one you
Right.
I'd rather not have a Valentine if it's you. You know what I mean? Like, I think
Yeah.
I'd rather not the rose, so.
I thought, yes, that's what I thought, but I thought it was cute that he made that gesture. He obviously really likes Vanessa and everyone sees it. Surprisingly but her, because she's, I don't know.
They just want the storyline to keep on going.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. I'm pretty
But
sure.
how cute was like Vanessa's mum that came out there? She's like, oh, do you want some
Yeah,
chicken?
that was her grandma. Yeah. He was like, "Hi, abuelita. How are you?"
Right. Like he's like so disappointed, and he's like, I had to say, he's like, no, I don't want it. Okay, I'll get you some anyway. Like
Right.
typical grandma, like.
Right. Let me feed you. I don't care
Yeah.
if you're full. Just eat it.
Just keep eating, yeah.
But what was your other question? Because you said there was 2 questions, so I'm excited for
I
this
was gonna
last
say,
one.
do you think that if Vanessa did really see that, and if Jimmy didn't kick it, it would have like helped him get her, or do you think she would have been turned off?
Actually, it's like, I don't know if I think she might be like, she might be stunned for a second. Like I knew this was coming,
Right.
or whatnot. But I feel like she might run away.
Okay.
It looks like she's that type of person to be like, I'm gonna go inside. That was
Yeah.
beautiful. I'll text you.
Right. I gotta go talk to Jorge.
Right.
Yeah,
Cucumber.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, I totally agree with you guys because I think he's made it very obvious. I mean, you have to be pretty dumb to realize that he doesn't like that he loves her, and I think like she knows, like she has to know. How do you not
Yeah.
know? And I think that would be very obvious and kind of like on borderline obsession. Like this guy will not take the hint.
Right.
But I said deep down, I think she probably does like him.
Right.
But at this time in her life, she's already got such a huge responsibility of being a mother at such a young
Right.
age. Like that's the last thing. She doesn't want to then settle down in a relationship as well. I think she wants to maintain that kind of youth
Right.
through her relationship.
she's
so.
just not ready yet.
Just
Yeah.
not ready. Maybe one day.
hopefully soon. I want to see it. I want to see the relationship and how it grows, but I kind of feel like this cat and mouse thing is going to go a little bit longer.
I think so too. They're gonna play it out.
They're going to full on play it out with all 4 apparently.
Right, because we're gonna want to hashtag Gerald and Vanessa.
Gerald and Vanessa.
Getting the nest. Getting the nest. Yeah. But what do we think about good old Sarah? Getting with Jimmy, because obviously she was trying to pretend today that she's such a busy woman and all of that. What do we think about that?
Sarah and Jimmy, I think they're gonna get together eventually soon.
Yeah.
Not soon, I'm sure. Towards the end of the season, but I think something's gonna happen. They're gonna want to rekindle some sort of relationship because I see the cat and mouse playing even throughout the car ride too.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
This is true. I'm excited to see. But another thing that happened in this episode, really fast, we'll touch on it before we end because it's kind of the storyline. Talking about crazy people. Yeah. Jimmy, told Annalisa he can hire another bartender to help the guy out. You find out that the guy gave Jimmy his first job, didn't fire him, saved his back. Yeah. Right. And then Jimmy never told him that he slept with his daughter, who was insane, and that's who Annalise ended up hiring as the bartender with her dad.
Right.
So Jimmy's like, oh God, this is who I have to see in my workplace now. Like the crazy girl who I slept with 20 years ago is now working for me.
Fellas, be careful what you do.
That's what happens when you bang every single chick in the 1980s and the 1990s. So, revenge.
Hilarious.
Sorry, Jimmy.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Anyway, today was such a good show. I had
a
so
good
much
time.
fun with you guys.
Good.
Yeah.
It was good. Should we move on to news and gossip?
Yes.
I know.
AfterBuzz TV.
That was real loud in our ears. Well, I will. Okay, so we've said in past, I don't know if this is that exciting, but we've said in past weeks that Bob Saget will be playing a character on the show. Well, I don't know if y'all have checked, but he's on the lot shooting currently with John Stamos. And so they're shooting that episode, so that's been kind of cool. And
he's supposed to be the crazy best friend, right?
He's supposed to be like the party or best friend, like the bad influence. Like, come on, Jimmy, let's keep partying. Let's
devil's
go
advocate.
out.
I think that's kind of his role. Yeah.
Like, come on, like trying to pull him back into that life that they had together, like the two bachelors,
And it will probably happen just as Jimmy's transitioning into this amazing dad, and then it will kind of
and here's Bob.
And you're like, hey, let's go party.
Let's get drunk together.
Because they're both single in real life, so it's like I feel like this is like their life story. But he doesn't have a kid in real life, John Stamos. But anyways, so they're shooting that now, and that's exciting. And I don't know if you guys have checked, but this is hilarious because I saw it. Ravi, who was here last week, who was our guest, if you go to his Instagram at ShowMeTheRavi, you'll see a video of them. He recorded Bob and John, and I don't think they knew they were being recorded, trying to figure out an Instagram caption for their photo of all 3 of them. So you guys need to go watch it if you haven't, because it's
super
kind of funny. And they're just being themselves, not knowing that they're being recorded. And you can tell, like, Bob's definitely the dirtier one. And John's like, no, you can't post that. You can't say that. You can't do that. Like, it's cute to see. So if you haven't watched it, yeah, if you haven't watched it, go see it.
Nice.
Do you guys have any other news and gossip to add?
No, I think we're done. I'm just excited to see what's going to happen next week. But thanks again, guys.
It was fun.
This is my second show with you guys, and I'm having so much fun.
I know.
Yes.
And hopefully we get a bit of love in next week's episode.
Yeah,
Tell them where they can find you guys.
I know. So find me at Dan Babic on Instagram and at DanBabic_ on Twitter.
And once again, it's your boy Nino, and you can find me at Nino Llanera on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Shout out to everyone that's been hitting us up. We appreciate you guys, and we'll answer as many questions as we can.
Yeah, keep hitting us up, guys. You can find me at Annika Michelle 1 on Twitter and Instagram, and my website, AnnikaMichelle.com. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Bye. See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.